on the street, in the water, or at the track. If you drive it, we can fuel it.
If you were in need, he was there. If you needed advice, he was there. If somebody needed to kick you in the tail and get you motivated, he was there.
Well, Tom was a big influence in my life. We called him Mother Goose. He would call us at home to tell us when to take showers and when to eat and when to go to bed. He would track us on the road like a dog, which we didn't like. He knew where we were at. He knew the girls we went out with, and he knew everything that we did at all times.
Funny car eliminator, final race. Tom the Mongoose McEwen against his longtime friend and nemesis, Don the Snake Prudhomme. Prudhomme wrapping up another World Championship title. That makes it 4 in a row. But the race is on the line for the National Championship in funny car.
Oh, it was very magical. Snake was the baddest racer of all time and was in the midst of his 4th World Championship and hadn't lost any races. Beat everybody everywhere we raced him. And to think that we were the underdog and were able to win, it was beyond words.
And they're off the line, and Prudhomme smokes the tires. McEwen pulling ahead. And it is Tom McEwen with the upset of the race. The crew just going berserk. Tom McEwen's crew members very, very happy as Tom himself winning it for the first time. These two cars have met 4 times before in the final rounds, and this is the first time that McEwen has won it, and an all-important race for him. For just 1 week ago, Tom's 14-year-old son passed away from leukemia. A great drag racing fan, and he liked nothing better than to see his dad, Tom McEwen, run against Don the Snake Prudhomme. And this time, it was McEwen prevailing. Here is Don Prudhomme going over to congratulate his longtime friend, Tom McEwen. Let's go down to the area and join Steve Evans.
A very emotional moment down here. I've seen Don Prudhomme lose before, and it's usually a recluse. He gets in his truck, he leaves the racetrack immediately, talks to nobody. This is just a little bit different. As many times as I've been here, I have seen few moments packed with as much emotion as this one.
Tom McEwen, the winner of Funny Car, getting out of his Corvette. A tribute to McEwen and the Perseverance as he defeated Don Prudhomme for the Funny Car title at the U.S. Nationals.
Obviously, Tom McEwen is a legend of our sport. Was instrumental in the upbringing of the sport. You know, obviously one of the biggest rivalries with him and Snake. Growing up, obviously, trying to learn about the sport. That was one thing that I always remembered as a kid was the rivalries, and you know, it's pretty cool growing up watching a lot of these legends. Being able to carry their name on the side of the cars, obviously, it's very humbling.
But how about Mike Salinas at 3.756 and 321 miles an hour?
Is it a coincidence that you go to number 1 on the very first time that you have?
Yeah, you know, I think it's funny. All of them came over and told me, he goes, he's with you, the Goose is with you.
I just wish Tom could be here because this race was everything for Tom. It was going to be a culmination of his entire career. And after this race, he created this legend tour with NHRA. And after this race, I think he was done with racing. And so to see all that everyone has done, the Mike Salinas tribute car is phenomenal. The Shawn Langdon Global Electronic Technology Mongoose car is phenomenal. And to think that these guys would do this in his honor is beyond words.
Considering everything, it was probably the biggest win of my life on one race. I ran a lot of good, won a lot of good wins. The PDA race at Tulsa, Oklahoma, that was a tough one. The Lions was a tough one. There was a lot of big races. The first Ontario Super Nationals out there in '73 was a big one. But this one here, with Jamie involved, and me gonna not run the race and all the stuff that had gone down would make that one probably the most meaningful win of my career.